Alright, trade recap for today. I didn't trade because I got stopped out of my funded yesterday, and I'm gonna buy another one tomorrow. But it was a Chinese bank holiday. That was pretty much it. Market open, and yesterday I was trying to figure out order blocks and shit. But yesterday I just forced that trade, so let's just go on from that. And a good lesson I learned from today is like categorizing imbalances into time frames, like into different times. Yeah. So overall, still this gap. But that was out of sight, out of mind. And then there was a big um, imbalance below, but I had it marked out as just this. But because it's such a continuous move and such a big imbalance, I should have had it marked out as not 5 minute fair value gap, because you can't fit it in there, right? Not a 15, because then you still have like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But if you go to the hour, you get one sexy fair value gap, right? Same with the ES. So that should have been hourly fair value gap. And then price taps halfway of it on ES. And overall, the bias was a bit bullish, but it was only bullish to the point of sweeping the top of the range, which is fair. That makes sense. Because price retraced into halfway of this hourly fair value gap. Excuse me, reset. Price retraced into the halfway of this hourly fair value gap. ES pretty much got there on NAS, so that's right. Then it comes top side, right? So for the position on the bottom side, it came into the fair value gap, but it didn't really sweep. But on ES, it kind of did. Oh shit. Because ES had this bottom here, while NASDAQ did not. They were a bit diverged at this point. ES had the bottom here. It gets swept. Good movement, good sweep. Fair value gap, little respect. And then stop loss hunt. But you wouldn't get in on this fair value gap just because NASDAQ is not the same point, not even close, right? So then stop loss hunts, and then NAS also stop loss hunts. So now they've both swept something, and NASDAQ has a really good push. They both have a good move down, like a good sweep. So that shows. Let me get rid of this hourly fair value gap because I hate when shit like that clutters. But now you can see it's kind of bullish off of this hourly fair value gap, and it wants to sweep equal highs, right? Because equal highs are always good. Price loves equal highs. These equal highs here, these equal highs, fucking these relatively equal highs, just all that shit. And then, so sweep, stop loss hunt, and now there's fair value gaps and shit, right? But nothing on ES, still nothing, just that one, which kind of gets respected, right? But let's not think about that. So, and then also order blocks. So it's bullish off of that hourly fair value gap, and then this is the order block here, because it's the bearish sweep candle, right? So this is the order block. Let me just mark it as order block. I've been trying to learn more about order blocks, and this is a perfect opportunity to do that. What's that other line? Get out of here. Let me just hide this shit. Okay. Whatever. Okay, so the order block there, and then The order block, I reckon, only gets made when price actually pushes above it. Because here, like here on ES actually, because this is the order block that sweeps. These two bearish candles, they're the sweeping candles. But the order block doesn't get made because these bullish candles do not close out top of it. But here they do, right? So it closes out top on this 20-minute candle. And now because of the order block, because it's been respected, now you just want to tap in and respect. So obviously, 25 minutes, it wicks in and respects. And while this is happening, it's inversing the fair value gap. Wait, so at 25 minutes, so the close of this 29-minute candle, the 5-minute has closed out and tapped into that order block and respected it, and it is just inversed this fair value gap, and it is just kind of respected this one, kind of, but that wouldn't be the main, that fair value gap would not be the main one. It would be this getting inversed. And also you might say, oh, this is weak ass price action to inverse, but price wants to get the equal highs above, and it is just tapped halfway over the hourly fair value gap, with price being overall bullish on the 5 minutes. So 5 minutes a closer time frame, right? So looking for longs, and then if price is moving quickly here, then I would actually expect a respect. But wait, no, sorry. It inverses this fair value gap, but then there's nothing, no retracement down here, right? And there's nothing even made there. So that inverse is a good sign. It's fucking a long time, right? And also the tiny respect of this fair value gap. But you pretty much just have the bullish move off the hourly fair value gap. The order block is the main thing, because I was watching a bit of TGR trying to learn this shit, and he just looks for just the tap of the order block, just the barest of taps, and then he looks for like a fair value gap entry, and this is that, when price inverses this, right? And it breaks above this little high here, gives its little bearish reaction, then keeps going. And on this 29th minute candle, when it keeps going, that's saying like, oh, it's gonna keep going higher. So I don't know if you would enter like here with stop loss here and just aim for the high. It's a bit icky, like the entry's a bit icky. So we go to the next one with the order block. If there's a normal sweep, I want to get in on it, but there's none. So now we try and do this, like, how can you get on the opposite of the sweep, like just the continuation, right? So price sweeps these equal highs. Let's get them out. Let's get rid of this shit. We've talked about that. Price, actually we should probably keep the equal high ones. It's good to show equal highs. And then this top side position is kind of better because it's a good sweep of the equal highs here, right? Good sweep on NASDAQ. ES is already above that shit. So it's a good sweep, but then poor move away. And it's like really weird because then price makes another good bearish move here, which is not an order block because it hasn't swept anything, but ES has swept something. So you go to the 5 minute, and it's these three bullish candles, the sweep, so that's the order block. And then this bearish candle here, that closing bottom side of the order block shows that the order block is valid and is there. And then you have the tap in with the bullish candle, close out with the bearish. That's pretty perfect. Like, I saw that and I was like, okay, it's probably going to go bearish. Now, how do you find the entry, right? And then it perfectly makes this fair value gap, And the candle that closes bearish out is the 10-minute candle. So you have hella time to wait for this fair value gap. 10-minute candle, so like here. Wait, no. Here. Yeah. Closes out, bearish, order block has been respected, so we're coming bearish. And also when like, it's cool to see because sometimes I see sweeps like this and then price will just run away and it won't come into this fair value gap, right? And it's like, how do you get in then? Well, this is how, with the respect of the order block, and then you look for a potential inverse fair value gap. Like if price pumped more bearish and then came up, tapped into the order block, and then came bearish again, and there was a fair value gap here, like a bullish one, that would be inversed, you get in short. But even better, you have a bearish normal fair value gap, which also exists on NASDAQ, respect of that, and then it just fucking runs. So you'd have like a stop loss there and you'd shoot for those lows. So that's nice. That's the position for the night. And this is with those order blocks. So the way you get into this one is the bullish bias has pushed price from grabbing this fair value gap top side to grab equal highs. Had a bit of a divergence because these are the equal highs and they have not been tapped by ES, right? Have not been tapped by ES, so it's a bit of a divergence. And this is kind of like the position before. At this point, ES hadn't swept anything, while NASDAQ had. But then shitty price action, so you can see like that's not the move you want to get in on, so you wait for something else to happen. And in this case, ES actually sweeps, and then NAS doesn't sweep, but it just gets up a bit. Big fair value gap. Boom, dumps. If you could get in, if it retraced in the fair value gap, you get in short. But it didn't retrace, so while you're waiting for the retracement, you also see if an order block is created while price runs away from the fair value gap. Because sometimes price will run away, like I was saying before. I've seen the position where price just runs away from the fair value gap. And this is that. Price runs away. Oh no, no fair value gap. Boom, order block created. Order block tapped into. Order block respected. Now we look for that final fair value gap entry to get in that bitch. And that's how. If I can get a normal sweep, I would. But during this session, there's nothing. There's no normal sweep at all. Nothing. Like this is a normal sweep topside. Finally a normal sweep. And then it doesn't come to fair value gap. And I think that's how you get in. But also, I think the best thing I learned today, apart from all that, which is good, is like the classification of imbalances. Because I was looking at this, session open, I was here, right? And I was like, oh damn, like price is bullish, but so much imbalance below. Where is price going to come to in that imbalance? This is how you tell. There's too many with the 5-minute, right? There's just way too many. These ones, fucking, all these fair value gaps and shit. So then you go to the 15-minute, still too many fair value gaps. 30-minute, still 1, 2, 3 fair value gaps. Finally go to the hourly, 1 fair value gap, and 1 fair value gap. And you can see the respect of it as it happens, right? And then obviously on this hourly structure, yeah, you can see the respect of it as it happens. So that's fucking sick. So that's that, like scaling up, because I've often seen that, like you'll come into London and it'll just be trending moves beforehand, and the way you classify that imbalance to help you know when it's going to turn and to help you gauge a bias is scaling it up in time. If there's too much small imbalance on like the 5-minute, like there is here, right? Too many, so we don't want to scale up, group them together, make it sexy. So that's cool. And then this is that final position. sweep, re-sweep, big fair value gap, order block, tap in, respect, fair value gap, dump. Because I've often seen liquidity sweeps occur and then price will run away and I won't be able to get in. And then it will have some slow, like it'll have a little bit of a retracement, but it won't get into the fair value. This is that. So that's fucking sick. Alright, that's done for the night.